Welcome, welcome, everyone. Sorry about. I'm gonna have to turn off the music for the game because I got copyrighted my last two streams for the music that's in the game. So I think I'm just gonna add my own little music in the background to kind of spice it up a little bit. Um, well, I hope you're all doing well. I think the music. I think it's good right there. Wish I could make it a little lower, but I really can't without muting it. There we go. Alrighty, guys, welcome. We're gonna be getting started. I do have a pretty good game going with Abe. This one right here in the 19th century. But I feel like starting off scratch, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're going to be Teddy Roosevelt. So we're gonna be the founding father, Teddy Roosevelt. So we'll have Rough Riders and P-51 Mustangs. And we're gonna play on Prince, which is the standard mode for the game. The other game where I'm far into it, like I was telling y'all about, I was playing that one on Warlord, so it was kind of easier, not too much easier, but it is easier by a little bit. They don't attack as often, they're not as aggressive towards you. So I was doing that one, but I'm going to be doing this one now. Because I'm winning in that game, and I'm probably going to end up winning that game. So since I do that, now I can move on to the standard difficulty and try to win this one.
From the
like I said, it is going to be much harder
beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early...
I don't know why I'm dropping frames like
and
I
so
am.
it is upon your brunch.
Our civilization has accomplished something historic, worthy of being celebrated and remembered for generations to come. These accomplishments help our civilization reach a golden age and avoid a dark age.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello. Who dat?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say it kind of sounded like you. Hey yo, kitties.
I'm kind
Why you poking my
of,
gap?
like smoked
Oh, did you now?
weed.
Did you now?
Wait, when did you join?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm
Hello?
streaming. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there since you just said that.
Oh
Stop.
shit.
It's
Wait,
okay.
what?
It's okay, we won't tell on you.
We're both. Oh shit.
What you do?
I didn't do anything. The fuck?
I'm gonna go watch the stream.
Oh shit. Don't do that.
Yeah, well, the power of streaming.
Power of your freaking face, Kira.
You know,
Hello,
you should
kitties
have
and Timmy.
been more aware. You're in a streamer's Discord. What are you going to expect? He streams every night at a certain time.
Well, fuck me for not knowing his schedule.
I do stream like every night.
God damn.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go watch this back.
Am I allowed to
I-
cuss? Oh, I can't believe she's actually going back.
She wants to make sure she heard you loud and clear.
You know what? You know what, Kira? You're such a boneheaded butthead. I hope that you can hear this.
She knows she's deafened.
Yeah, but she might see it on stream.
Yeah, she might. Oh, that's hilarious. It's like as soon as you
Anyways, I
said
went
that,
quick
like I was literally just about to
swim.
tell you that I was streaming, and then you said that, and I was like, well, there's no going back now.
Ah, you were smoking weed. Okay,
Okay, why'd you have to repeat it?
What's up, Timmy? You got Timmy over here biting his fingernails.
Timmy. I'm biting my fingernails.
I do too. It's a bad habit. I can't break it. I also have a worse
I need
habit
to-
that I don't really
You
want
know
to tell you
what?
about because you'll think it's weird as shit.
what's the weird habit? Tell it.
Yeah, you can't just fucking start a sentence and then not tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, so ever since I was 3rd grade, I have pulled my eyelashes out.
Oh my god.
It's a
That
nervous
must be
habit.
painful.
That's not weird. That's not
Actually-
as weird as you think, honestly. Like, there's people who do weirder shit. You're
Well,
fine.
it's
That's, like,
also-
elementary.
Well, it's because I have a tick too. I also kind of have that going for me. So
Oh, what?
a tick.
Mm.
There's people that have, you know,
No.
what is it called? Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but I don't have.
Tourette's?
Yeah, I don't have it, but I have I do have a symptom from it where I'll do like, you know what I mean? Like
Dude,
I have
if you're
on
on the spectrum, just say you're on the spectrum. You don't need to explain it.
Well, I don't know if I
Yeah.
am. I just know that I do that sometimes. Like when I went to the doctor when I was a kid, they told my mom that I had a small tick, and it was like I would like basically cough because I always feel like there's something stuck in my throat, and I guess that's a tick. I don't know if it is a tick, but it's very slight. I also do another one which I'm kind of embarrassed of, but if you watch my streams enough, you'll notice me do it. It's something
anxiety.
it's something I do when I get
know that you
excited.
Yeah.
When you'll know that I'm excited or know that I'm happy because I'll do something with my hands on my eyes. Like I kind of put my hands to my face. It's hard for me to describe. You just have to see me do it. You just have to. If you look at some of
Okay.
my streams, you'll
I'm
kind of
sure
see me
one
do it.
day. I'm
Oh,
sure
we
one
also
day.
know you bite your nails.
Oh yeah, I do bite my fingernails. That one's terrible.
Just paint them.
I
That's what I
could
do.
do
I
that.
paint them and then I can't bite them.
I could do that. I could just put like clear polish on it, couldn't I? And then that would make them taste terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Or
just
you
put
could get
them
press
clear
on.
polish. No, don't.
Yeah, hot sauce is
Don't get
also a
press on.
trick. I've got hot sauce before, but also I also have a job that kind of helps me stop because I'm a diesel mechanic, so I get grease and oil underneath my fingernails, and I don't want to bite my nails when I have that underneath there. So it
Yeah, and for me right now, I don't have my nails like painted, and I'm starting to like chew the hell out of them right now.
Hey, nail biter claw.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
same.
yeah, that's mine. That's basically
That
what
makes
mine has to
sense.
deal with. That's what my
Yeah.
eyelash thing had to deal with. My grandma literally used to pay me money not to pull my eyelashes out.
Our city
Can I have your grandma?
Yeah.
Well, she kind of passed away about a year ago, so or 8 months ago.
Sorry for your loss.
I thought clay must
It was she was supposed to die 15 years ago. They put her in hospice 15 years ago, and she made it this long. So we're just happy that she made it this long. So
I'm happy for it too. That's a great achievement.
she had 250 million different medical conditions. I mean, I could go on and on about all the different conditions she had. She probably took at least 25 different medications a day.
That's terrible.
She just had a lot wrong with her. She worked a whole lot when she was younger, and it killed her body. And then she just eventually got to the point where her body just couldn't take it no more, and they put her in hospice because they thought she was gonna die. I think it's because the doctors gave up on her, but that's just me. But they thought she
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
don't trust
die,
doctors.
and then she magically sprung back and lasted another 15 years. So I think they just got tired of taking care of her and just tried to put her in hospice.
Was she
and
stubborn?
yes, very, 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 very stubborn.
Okay, but like, would she classify as like, I don't know, was she angry?
Yes.
That's why.
the older and
Being
older-
angry,
well,
stubborn.
Well, the older and older she got, the worse and worse it got. Where she would literally she would text me and say stuff like, "Oh, I wish my grandson would come and see me," or just stuff to try to make me feel bad or something like that. You know what I mean? Just little things like that.
It's always the old, cranky, stubborn people that think it's the longest.
Yep, because they don't want to die.
This fight all
No,
around.
no, because they don't want to do whatever the fuck supposed to happen. They want to do what they want to do.
Exactly. My grandpa. That's what with my grandpa, my dad's dad. He's had 2 open heart surgeries. He's had he's had gum cancer, 2 open heart surgeries, and a couple other different surgeries on his legs because he's losing feeling in his leg. They were thinking about amputating it, but luckily they didn't have to do it. But he's not doing too well either. But like I said, he's been through 2 open heart surgeries and cancer and still hasn't died. So he's a tough guy. Crazy individual. Because it's actually a crazy fact. Cancer, especially like gum cancer and lung cancer and stuff like that, it's actually more hereditary than it is actually affected by smoking. People can smoke their entire lives and never have to deal with it, but if it's in your genes, you're more likely to get it, if you get what I mean. It's more of a
That's
hereditary
terrible.
trait.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Yes,
Right.
it could definitely cause it if you don't do it. Like even if it's not in your genes, it can definitely cause it. But most of the time, it's because it was already in the family.
Yeah. Usually is that.
So he had gum cancer, so that means that I'm very able to get it eventually in my life.
I mean, as long as you take care of yourself, you should be fine.
I mean, I don't
Not
smoke. I don't
always.
smoke cigarettes and stuff like that. Like I don't smoke tobacco, but I do vape and I do smoke weed. So
Maybe you should start slowing down.
I mean, I have. It takes me like 2 or 3 weeks to go through a vape now. I used to go through one every week or 2 a week.
I'll get to a point where you're just not doing it.
That'll never happen. Not with vapes, at least. I've done it with the other before. I've had to do it to stop for a job, and I lasted. I went about 2 or 3 months without doing it. So I mean, I know I can do it. It's not really an addiction thing. It's more so I have the money. So because I have the money, I'm going to do it. Because when I was younger and I wanted to do it, I didn't have the money to do it. And since I have a job, I have it now. It's you know what I mean. It's one of those cases. I didn't get to do it when I was a little bit younger because they also made it where you had to be 21 to do it. As soon as my brother turned 18, a few months after that, they raised the law where you had to be 21 to buy vapes and stuff. So, I don't know. Which I think is a very stupid thing because I can literally be 18 years old and go grab a gun and go and fight for America, but I can't smoke a cigarette.
You're definitely right about that. Like, if you're gonna like have like limits to ages, like just make it all consistent. Because
Yeah,
a lot of these, I'm like, you. What about like a gun? It's just like
I literally
then,
I
like,
can own a
drugs?
rifle, bro. I can own a rifle at the age of 18. I can go buy an assault rifle, an AR, but I can't smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
What's going on here? what are we doing?
So fucking weird. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason.
I mean,
but
to
I
be
haven't seen one
fair,
so
to
far.
be fair, cigarettes will fill you over time and you'll all be done.
Yeah, but
Really
a
not
gun,
Just
a
all-
gun, a
all
pew
it takes-
pew. Sorry, a pew pew. I gotta say
all-
that, or I'll get canceled on YouTube. A pew pew.
Look, all it takes is one shot.
What are you talking about?
Talking about with a gun?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, but
pew
I
pew.
mean, a pew pew, yeah, pew pew, because we say pew pew that way we don't go to YouTube jail.
I'm confused.
Don't you know America favors its depressed kids over perfectly able kid.
It's wait, what now? You said America favors their oppressed kids over the able kids.
No, the depressed kids. Like when I mean able, I mean like the non-depressed kids. You know, which is rare.
America
I don't know.
rather give kids handfuls of drugs instead of actually asking them what's wrong.
Yeah, and it works
I
fantastic.
mean, if you want to call a PC that, but okay.
I guess it works. Not really.
I don't know. It just depends, man. I mean, literally. I mean, I
No,
think I
I'm
may
just
have
messing
ADHD and ADD. Like, the medicines for that is literally the equivalent to heroin and meth. Like, those drugs do that type of thing to you. So
I'm not allowed to. I don't think I can legally talk about this.
well, my
Yeah,
friend takes it. My friend takes it, and he took a drug test, and
Our
he
explorers have
failed for
spotted another friendly
amphetamines.
tribal
So
village. I suggest we send a scout
Failed
to
for amphetamines?
I meant like I don't think I can legally talk about. I'm like it's past, so I don't think it's gonna. But then again, it could. Never mind, I can't.
You can't just do that to me, Kira.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, he's recording basically. He's live on YouTube, so it's not like it's
Yeah, you can just tell me later.
Yeah, I will.
Does anyone want popcorn?
I would like a doobie.
What's a fucking... I mean, sorry.
Weed.
Doobie.
A doobie's a joint. A paper roll joint. That's what a doobie is.
Girl.
A blunt
I'm
would be
too, like-
a tobacco rolled product. It's where you get cigarillos and you dump out the tobacco and then just wrap the weed in the cigarillo.
Blunt.
Yeah, those are interesting because you're getting a hit of nicotine while you're also smoking weed, so it's kind of more potent.
Oh, that's fucked.
Because
I
the actual
stop
thing you're
cussing.
smoking has
Sorry.
nicotine in it. I'm in an 18 plus game. You're cool with cussing and shit. It's just don't say N word with RR and
I wouldn't do that.
I mean I just gotta say it because I know people that will, so I just have to say it.
Yeah, you know people who do that?
I do know a person that do that. I went to school with somebody that does that. He's my friend, and he says it. He don't say it with the hard R, but he says it with the A, and he's white. But it's also a lot to do with where he grew up. I don't agree with him doing it. Like, I don't think he should do it at all because he is white. But in our school, it was literally you hung out with the black kids or you hung out with the Hispanic kids. There wasn't really a white group because most of our school was black or Hispanic. So it was kind of the culture we were raised in, if you get what I mean. So it's just a lot of people said that from our school. A lot of people that went with us, they all ran around saying the N-word because that's just the way our school was. Like, white people ran around saying it in our school, and nobody got mad about it, and nobody got offended by it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a different type of school. But
I understand.
But he streams
cousin...
and he says it, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that if you're streaming and in public eye, I don't think you should be doing that kind of thing. Because if his boss were to see that video and hear him say that, I guarantee you he'd probably get fired.
Yeah, definitely.
I've tried to tell him this, but
yeah, no, I have a cousin like that too, who I'm just like, you're not white, but you're also not black, and you're also you look white,
Yeah,
no,
this guy is literally a white dude in a black guy's, or a black dude in a white guy's body. That's what my friend is.
But,
the guy I'm talking
my
about.
cousin grew up in a school like you described.
Yeah.
And in a neighborhood like that as well. So
Yeah, that's
You know.
he grew up in
This
the
river
he grew
has
up in the
flooded
hood. His house was in
which
the hood
means it has
area,
flooded
so
before.
he was used
Yeah,
to
so
being
was my
around
You
those
don't hear
types
cousin.
of
me
people.
saying
A
the
flood
N
along
word.
this river could happen
Yeah,
at
but
any
that
point in
it
the
doesn't.
future.
It's just different.
This military unit has
People
proven
around there
itself
did
How
not
is it
get
different?
mad at
for
that he was
brave
friends with, and the
souls.
people that he was around were okay with him doing so. So that's what he did.
Yeah, same with my cousin.
It's not the fact if it's morally right or
We have
wrong.
the
It's the fact
opportunity
that
to
they
develop
didn't give a
formal
fuck.
trade route between two cities.
The black
Yeah.
people did
A
not
trader
care
unit
if you ran around saying
As
the
our
N word.
civic-
Every nation
They didn't
lives
take
by
it offensively because they just knew that's how they were greeting each other. It's
Excuse
just
me.
like it's a figure of speech when greeting somebody. If I go like a bunch of people on my team walk up to my team and say like my N word and then like slap hands, it's just a way of greeting each other. It is a form of way of talking about your friend. It literally means my friend in most contexts. So I mean you can take it for what you will, but in the context that it's used, that's what it means.
Yeah.
The context that he's using it in, I should say.
Yeah, I
There are no dogs
understand. My cousin also uses it in daily vocabulary, like so casually, like it's nothing, because to her it's nothing, basically, because it's the same situation. She had a lot of black friends. They didn't care that
Yep.
she said it.
That was
In
him.
fact, they encouraged it, and
Yep.
I'm just like, I didn't grow up though like that. I didn't grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up
No,
in
me either.
environments
I
like
grew up in a
hers.
small town, but
So,
I didn't. Don't get me wrong. I actually hung out with more Hispanic kids than I hung out with anything else. My best friend's Hispanic, so I mean, but I mostly hung out with Hispanic kids, black and white kids. I was some of the black kids, but most of the black kids in my school I just weren't really a fan of. There were a few. Like, there
funnily
was one
enough,
guy on the basketball team. He was like one of my best friends. We played basketball together ever since we were kids, and he was one of my best friends for sure. But I don't know. Like I said, it just depends on where you grow up around. The area I was in was very poor. We were a poor school. We were considered to be the poorest school in our county. So
أنا السلطان موسى سيد مالي
lowest income school,
وبحمد الله
literally in our county.
أنا رجل غني جدا جدا
yeah, I had a similar
تشرفت بلقائكم.
situation as that as well.
Yeah, our school, we
Um,
were. Just picture this, okay? I don't know how y'all rate populations of school, but we do it by A's. So, like, if you're a 1A school, you probably only have like 500 students or less. Okay, and then there's like 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, all that kind of thing. It keeps going up. Well, my school was built to be a 1A school, and we have a 3 to a 4A population. So we have a 500 full capacity school that has 1,600 kids in it.
Jesus Christ.
So we're massively overpopulated. You're in the hallways and you just
Yeah.
bump shoulder to shoulder with everybody. There's no space in the hallways.
That is actually that's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, they just
Like,
recently upgraded
genuinely.
it to a 3-story building. So now instead of it being a 2-story building, it's a 3-story building.
That is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
That's anxiety inducing.
Oh yeah, no, it was terrible. I hated it. I
There
didn't
are
like going there. I hate
Our
the school.
city-state-
I will not ever send my kids there ever in my life. I would never put them through that shit ever.
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
I gotta go. I gotta go to bed early tonight. I got stuff to do tomorrow.
Alrighty, well I
Okay.
will see you tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah, it probably like I've been going to bed like at like 5 o'clock in the morning and then getting up at like 11 in the morning. So I should probably go to sleep and actually sleep.
Okay, then go to sleep.
Indeed.
Like, don't stay up too late.
I won't.
Okay, bye
Bye.
I mean, I'm about to say
bye.
it's almost midnight for me. That means
You
it's not
too,
even 9
Viking.
o'clock for you. Oh yeah, I know.
You too, Viking. You should go to fuck to sleep. You got work.
Oh, I know, but you know
Oh.
I'm not going to.
skill without
Go the fuck to bed. Go to bed.
I might. I'm thinking about it soon. Not really, but maybe. I gotta at least
should.
stream for an hour, so
Well, stream for your hour and then go to bed.
I might.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Good night, Kira.
Yeah, no, wait, what is it? Yeah, it's literally not even 12 o'clock for me, so that means it's not even 9 o'clock for you.
It's about to be.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I am so tired right now.
You have a fun time swimming?
Yeah, it was really fun. I kind of wish I could have stayed there like the whole time, but
I about to say, did things get intense
Nobody
like you thought it
did.
was gonna be, or?
Well, I can't really talk about the stuff that they talked about or did on stream, so.
Oh, okay, well that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a good idea. Telling me what you did, I have a pretty good idea of maybe what they did. So, something along those
I think
lines.
Civilizations have uncovered new
I don't know.
technologies and
I don't know.
symbols. And soon the world
Anyway.
will thank Your grace.
May the forces of evil.
But it was good.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it again.
Why not?
I want them to be gone for at least a month. By that time, summer's gonna be over. Yeah, like genuinely, I'm just like, I can't do that, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'm terrified of people, so.
It's not even about that. It's I'm terrified. I'm starting a bad company. Like I'm gonna hang out with bad company, you know?
Oh, I
People
see what you mean.
who make me a worse person.
Yeah. I definitely get what you mean.
Yeah.
I've had the person that I was telling you about that did the booger sugar. He I don't hang out with him very much off anymore, as you can imagine.
Yeah. No, and then these people are new, and they kind of just like came here without telling me anything. Cause you know what? My cousin called me. Remember?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. If they would have done that shit to me, I would have told them to go home. If they came without my permission.
Yeah, and my cousin called me and she was like, "Oh, my friend's outside," and the friend comes in, and then you know what happened during that, and then I was like, "Okay, bye to you," right?
Yeah.
And I also mentioned like, "Oh, they probably just came here I mean, she probably just came here for the pool, you know, my cousin's friend."
Yeah.
And so then I go and tell her like, you just came for the pool, didn't you? You know, as making a joke.
Yeah.
And they just like agreed with me, which is fine. I don't care. It's 103 degrees, you know.
Yeah.
But what's it called? But then they were like, yeah, me and my friend were talking about like how hot it was and to go to the pool, and I was like, it's okay, like we can go to the pool with that person. I'm sure that they wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
And then I was like processing what she was saying to me, and I was like, oh, so like your friend is here, and she was like, yeah, they're in the car, and I was like, I was just thinking, were you gonna tell me this ahead of time, or did you like you were like purposely waiting for me to like bring it up?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? So I was like, not a big fan of that at all.
Wait, what the fuck are you mad about me about? He said, "What have you done? That God has withdrawn his bounty from you. See that you return to righteousness." Huh?
We have recently gained advanced knowledge in city planning.
See, I'm telling you, bad company, dude.
In our cities.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. Yeah, I mean, you turn into the people you hang around, so.
I know, and I think they're cool. Besides else, that they did.
That you will not be mentioning on stream, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's not like bad, but it's still like, where do you cross the line? Because you start doing these little things, and then they start building up into big things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Let's just go let's just go roll a doobie. Turns into let's go and rob this store to get money to do this, and then you start. I definitely get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's a snowball effect. You do one thing and then it's building into more things.
Yeah, and I'm not that stupid, you know?
Just as our citizens have faith in your
And yeah, I'm not that stupid. So I don't think I wanna like hang around people like that much.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
At all, you know. Eventually, it's gonna be like enough little like things about them that they do that turn into bigger things, and I'm not gonna feel good about being around them, and I'm gonna feel like a terrible person, and then ghost them. Probably, because that's usually what I do.
Hey,
Just
you gotta do
stand
what
as
you
a
gotta
red
do.
flag until I am satisfied with the amount that I have.
Yeah. Like I said, you just gotta read the situation.
Yeah, no, they have my number now because
Hey,
I
yo.
literally like grabbed both of their numbers because I was like, first off, one to Zelda because we went to the store, got some snacks, and then the other girl I was like, I need this number because I don't want them to not give me notice. And I
Next time
actually
they come.
we went outside because we went outside after she told me, oh yeah, my friend's in the car, and we were like gonna go and get their friend, right?
Yeah.
And what's it called? I was literally like,
We now have the
we were just walking out
opportunity to
there, and
move
I
into
was like, I don't know what I said exactly, but I was like,
Our
what's it
government is
called?
now-
As
Like
luxuries like
something
air
about them
conditioning.
giving me notice, you know, ahead of time.
Yeah.
I think I made a joke about it, but not really, you know, like a half joke.
Yeah, where
And
you're kind of being
just
serious, but
let them know. Yeah, let them know that I would appreciate.
it's up next time.
Yep.
Yeah,
So.
no, I definitely get what you mean. Like I said, I would tell somebody to go home if they randomly showed up to my door uninvited and asked to come and hang out with me. Now, if they showed up to tell me something, like if they just showed up to say hey or whatever, something like that, I wouldn't be as upset. But if they're joining, if they show up and expect to hang out with me immediately, then yeah, nah, they're smoking crack.
No, it is very weird. Like the whole situation's weird. It's like also like her telling me, you know, like her telling me that she told her friend, oh, I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Like, you didn't even ask me, bro.
Yeah, nah.
You know? Like, you don't even have my number to be able to ask me. That's how you know that you don't know whether I would mind or not, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like rude because I'm like, you don't care. You just
Once again,
Or-
we have the opportunity.
I don't know because I'm like,
We are
are you
now
taking
ready to
advantage
choose
of
where
me?
to
And
build.
this is like how this begins,
It
you
is
know?
equally important to have a
So,
habit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like too old to be doing high school type of shit, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Too old for that. No, even when I was in high school, I was like,
I think every
do not
every
like-
girl feels like that.
yeah, but I meant like I just didn't like involve
Thousands have
myself.
lived.
Honestly, I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I
You're
was
like,
I
don't
was
wanna
actually
fucking
like
be here.
exactly, and I wasn't. So you know, so
Yeah.
I just. You know, I was like, I was the type of person that was like,
It is best
even
to
when I was there, I wasn't there. I was like a floaty type of person that just did whatever, you know?
Yeah, you're just kind of floating away.
Yeah, I was floating away, and then everyone was looking at me weird, and they were all like, there was like people who tried to piss me off on purpose too, and I was just not in the same dimension that they were in, so I didn't react because I didn't. You know, I wasn't really even like, I didn't care, you know, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Like half of the time because I just wasn't there, so. But it was funny though. Like, I would get, like, moments where I would, like, be, suddenly become super self-aware and be like, oh, this person is trying to bully me. Okay, let's fuck with their head. And then I would do some weird shit and mess with them. Or, like, get a real enjoyment out of, like, them seeing me not react how they wanted me to. You know?
Yeah.
And it reminds me, this isn't even high school. I was in middle school.
The opportunity has
And there were
arrived.
these
I'm
girls,
also into
dude. There
politics
were
as
these
the art
girls.
of the possible.
There was this girl that became my friend. Only because me and her and another girl, we were like a trio or whatever. And trios never work, really. They don't. Not when you're in fucking middle school. And what's it called? One of the girls was really rude, and she was like a bitch to everyone in the group and everyone around her. And so this one girl, the other girl was like, oh, like, you know, like, but she's my best friend and stuff. We've known each other and stuff. And then they decided to, like, cut off the friendship with them and be my friend.
Huh.
And then after that, what's it called? Me and all of them, like, sorry, that girl started hanging out with another group of girls and started, like, bullying me. Bullying me. And I was like,
Wow.
why are they bullying me? You know?
Yeah.
And they were trying to haze me and, like, isolate me and stuff. And I was like, and you know, that girl who, like, left the toxic friend to be my friend or whatever,
Yeah.
she wasn't getting bullied. It was just me. And then
Just
that
'cause they
girl
thought you were the
was
source of
by
the
my...
problem.
I don't, like, what did I even do? And what's it called? And I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't even say anything. It was her choice that she, like, cut off the friendship and stuff. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And, and what's it called? The girl was, like, defending me and stuff, supposedly, but I was like, I didn't care. Like, I was literally, I was on another world. I had other problems. Like, I was like, I don't care. You know, like, I don't care that they're saying all this and trying to do this and that. And then, what's it called? So it started, like, irritating me that, this friend kept trying to, like, defend me, but she didn't even defend me well or anything, you know? And it was just, like, so weird and dodgy. And I was like, okay, whatever. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, those fucking kids started bullying me, and then suddenly, one fucking day, they were telling me about this guy, you know, and how this guy liked me. You know? And they were telling me this. And again, I didn't give a fuck. I literally did not care. Like, okay, this guy likes me. I don't care, you know? It's like, I don't know him. So...
Yeah.
And I don't trust you guys. Like, why are you guys coming up here and trying to play matchmaker all of a sudden? Like, I'm not that dumb. And I don't want to fit in that bad, you know?
Yeah.
And what's it called? I was literally like, I need to stop saying like. I'm so sorry.
No,
and
you're fine.
I'm being like so Californian right now. Anyways.
California.
Yes. And what? I need to say what's like. Stop saying that as well. I need to stop. I was being told that this guy liked me, and then they were like, "You should date him," and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "You should date him," and I was like, no, you know? And then the next day, they brought him over, and they're like, "This is the guy, like, this and that, and, like, he really likes you." And the guy was just standing there, like, nodding, not saying anything, and I got mad, because I was like, okay, this person likes me, but they can't tell me that they like me? Like, this is so weird, you know? And he's having all these girls tell him for me? I mean, for him?
Yeah.
Sorry. And I was like, what the fuck? And then they were like, yeah, and then they were like, oh, you should date him, you should date him. And I was like, no, I don't want to date him. And they were like, why not? And I was like, because I don't want to. And they're like, but he's like this, he's like that, he's like like, you know, he plays soccer and he's like good at this and that, and like he's a really good guy. And I was like, in my head, I was like, then you date him. Like, if you like him that much,
Yeah.
you know, and was like, okay, I don't want to date him. And then they kept doing that over and over and over and over again, and they just kept fucking doing it, and they wouldn't stop. And I was getting fed up. And I don't even remember how this began, or like they had like a group chat or something where they probably talked shit about me. But I didn't really care. Like I didn't really like look into it, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't look into it. I was like, okay, they have a group chat. They invited me, and I think that they were gonna try and bully me or something, because like who invites the person that they're like harassing every day to a group chat for like good reasons, you know?
Yeah.
And what's it called? I literally started acting like I was batshit crazy and started telling them that bad things were gonna happen to them if they kept doing what they were doing and things like that. But not like me threatening them. No, it was just me saying, if you
You're
keep
saying
following
karma's
this
gonna
thing,
come your way if you keep acting like this.
yeah,
dark
and
brown
this is
amorphous
exactly how
vessel.
it's gonna happen, how karma's gonna
Exploration.
come back and bite you in the ass. And then they were starting to like they were starting to call me a witch and a demon and like a crazy bitch, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I am a crazy bitch. I am a witch. I am a demon. And I started acting even crazier. And then they stopped bothering me.
Yep.
Our dedication.
So that was fun.
Oh, yeah, that's all you gotta do is act crazy.
Yeah, I just acted crazy. I have a terrible memory, but I remember them calling me a freaking demon and a witch.
Everything
And
has
I was
its
like,
limit.
you know, this is not the first time I've been called that. Because I had a friendship before with two people. Oh god, it was so messy. It was so freaking messy. And then in the end, those two people like decided to ghost me together and like act like I never even existed and all this and that and treat me like terribly after treating me terribly for a good while, you know? And I was just like, okay, then this is exactly what's gonna happen and how your relationship is gonna fall apart and blah 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 because
Our
you guys
populace
are
has
doing this thing and you're not growing, you're awful. And then, like, not even 2 months later, everything that I said was gonna happen happened. And they were like, you're a freaking witch, you're a freaking demon. And I was like, bruh, you guys are just predictable, terrible people. That's what you are. That's it. You're just so fucking
So
predictable.
y'all are
It's
just
actually kind of
terrible
depressing.
people.
Those who in quarrels.
Yeah, I was like, that's not my fault. That's what I was like. That's on you guys. I'm sorry. Um, that's not me. And I was just like, wow, this is the response. You guys really have not changed.
Yeah.
And then I just, you know, then a whole other mess started after that. But eventually, I was like, okay, fuck both of us. So, yeah. It was a fun thing. Just remembering all of that.
I would not assume
I'm
you
not
are.
I'm not a demon. Sorry.
Yeah, I would not assume that you are.
Yeah, no. I'm just a person who observes people, pays attention.
I do too. I pay attention to everything. I'm a Pisces, so.
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, I think you're the same as my brother.
Bruh.
My brother is born on October 22nd.
October 22nd.
Or maybe you're the same as my mom. Are you born in July?
Yes.
Okay, you're the same as my mom.
22nd. Isn't that like a freaking Libra?
Yes, that's what he is. He's a Libra.
Yeah, because my sister is in October as well.
Yeah, I'm a Pisces. That's one of the reasons why I'm very shy.
A man on a horse is spiritually.
You know? I don't really believe in that. I had a
don't
good time where I was.
necessarily, but
Yeah, I do think it's fun though.
that's
I
the
like
only
it.
reason I do it,
Maybe-
and because they're actually pretty accurate for the most part.
Yeah, not for me. I don't know what it is, but it's
well,
not
it depends on
accurate.
how close you are to the line. If you're really close to being in one or the other, then yeah, you're probably not close. It probably has nothing. It probably sounds nothing like you. But if you're in the middle, it'll be pretty close. Or if you're in the middle of it, it'll be pretty close. Like I'm in the middle of mine.
Man suffers only.
Yeah, no. My birthday is soon.
My birthday's not until February. February 22nd. And my brother's birthday is October 22nd. Crazy, huh?
It's not really that crazy. For me and my sister, we have repeating numbers on our birth dates. The first two, the month, and the year.
Maybe you'll think it's also crazy that my dad's birthday is March 9th and my mom's birthday is June 9th or July 9th. And my dad's is March 9th.
Sorry, not the month and the year. The month and the day. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're different months but the same day, and then me and my brother are different months but the same day. And then my grandma was actually born June 9th. So my grandma was born June 9th, my mom was born July 9th, and my dad was born March 9th. And then me and my brother were born February 22nd and October 22nd. My birthday's actually the same as George Washington's birthday.
Damn, you guys are really like...
Yeah, it's really weird.
It is. It is.
It's cool, but it's so weird. Cool.
Super cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think me and my sister are the only ones that were like that. I'm just like, what type of clock does my mom have in her brain? You know?
Yeah. The World Congress is over. I didn't want to meet in the first place for the World Congress, so I'm glad it's over.
World Congress?
In my game.
I'm not here.
I'm a part of the World Congress in my game.
I have too many playlists. This is a problem.
Who's your favorite artist, or what kind of genre of music do you listen to the most?
I am not really sure how to describe my music taste, if I'm being honest.
I listen to everything, so I listen to literally
I listen to everything as well. Actually, I think my playlist is very weird, and I haven't updated it too, because I have a lot more music.
I'm not gonna lie, most of mine's hip hop, but
honestly, I don't even know genres. I just listen to music. You know, I think the only ones that I know that are very obvious is like country, rap.
Yeah, hip hop, rap. That's the same thing.
That's, you know, I don't even know.
Yeah, hip hop and rap are basically the same thing.
People believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Rap is a form of hip hop. Hip hop can also not be rap. Hip hop could also just be like I would say that Taylor Swift is more of a pop star, but some of her beats can kind of get a little hip hoppy sometimes.
Pumpkin, stop it! Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know why that makes you stop. Such a weirdo. Sorry, my cat was the beating up the other cat. And by beating up, I mean freaking getting him in a chokehold and biting him. He's so mean.
I'm about to found a religion.
You're about to found a religion?
Yeah, let's see. I can do Catholicism, Confucianism, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, Protestantism, Shintoism, I don't even know what that says. Taoism, a custom religion. The rest are all custom religions. I would definitely be one of these. I would definitely be one of the Christian ones, but I don't know if I would be more Catholic or more Protestant. I guess I'd be more Protestant. I don't know. When I went to church, when I used to go to church, I went to a Baptist church, so I don't know what that would fall under.
Have you heard of Jehovah's Witness?
Yes, there's a Jehovah's Witness church about 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
What is that? What you are?
What I was. I'm not anymore.
I think they're basically the same thing as us, kinda, but y'all just don't worship Jesus. Y'all worship Mary. I think that's one of the main differences.
No, actually, Jehovah's Witness, at least the one that I grew up with, they don't worship anyone but Jehovah.
Create with the heart.
Yeah, I guess that makes
he's
sense.
the God. You know. And that's the person that they worship or whatever. And they don't celebrate birthdays or any holidays at all. I didn't know I had a birthday until I was 7 years old. And we never celebrated it until I was like 10.
Well then.
Yeah, and what's it called? My mom wasn't very really like in it completely, didn't get baptized, and would like come sometimes and then not really, you know. So we didn't ever get too deep into it. But they did try fear mongering a lot, and I literally got traumatized off of it at a really young age because it was like these people, like I don't know what it is about this place,
That's
but
the main reason I don't go to church anymore.
don't belong here. Yeah, I just felt like a huge sense of alienation
Well,
since I first.
Not all
was there.
churches, but most of them are really judgmental. And if you show up and then like, let's say I show up and then let's off and then try to show up again, they'll all look at me differently, like I'm a madman. They'll look at me like I'm not a Christian or something. Like that's what a lot of them are like. That's why I don't go to
That's
church
really
anymore. I started
weird.
going to church when I dated my ex-girlfriend. I started going back because she went to church, so I started going with her. But I would never go to a church by myself again because most of them are judgmental. And if you don't show up every day or give them money or support them, then they don't really care about you.
Yeah, no. I never really liked it. I thought it was weird, and the people in my family reacted really strongly to it.
Yeah,
My
I mean
dad
that
tried
people
toward,
are.
like, Catholic.
I'm not big into it. Like I'm not big into like being, you know, like a Christian. I never really was big into being into it, but it's just, I don't know. Like I said, the people are the way they are. A lot of people believe that if you're a Christian and stuff like that, if you don't read the Bible and stuff, you're not going to go to heaven, which is false. Being a Christian has nothing to do with reading the Bible or anything like that. It does, but that isn't what defines your religion. Your belief is what defines your religion, not reading the Bible. So, if somebody tells you that because you're not reading the Bible, you're not going to go to heaven, they're lying to you. That's not how that works.
Remember the like 2012 like around that time where they kept saying that it was gonna be the end of the world or whatever?
Yeah, it was 2012. They made a movie about it. It's literally called 2012.
It was really freaking funny because I have a distinct memory of being young, and one of the ladies that took care of us, that was Jehovah's Witness, trying to like scare us, you know, by saying, oh, it's gonna be the end of the world and we're all going to die because we're all sinners and this and that. And my sister was like sobbing crying, and I was laughing like a fucking sociopath. I thought it was hilarious and I was looking forward to it. I don't think I was older than like I don't think I was older than
Well, that was when
like
people
9
thought
years old.
people were thinking that God was gonna come back, and people think that all the time. There's some people that always think that God are coming back, or Jesus, but you know. Hey.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, I was really young, and those people tried to tell me that I should fear God, you know? And I was like, why scared of him? Like, I'm not scared of him. And then they would tell me you should fear death, and I was like, why though? It's not, like, why would I fear death? It's not scary, you know? Like,
death is something that we all are gonna experience one day.
Yeah, I was like, you told me it was natural and that it's a thing that happens and we can't stop it. So like, why should I be afraid of it? And I was just a kid, and like, every single time I told them things like that, I feel like they would get offended because I wasn't listening, and I kept
Yeah.
questioning and being like, why though? I don't, and then being like openly rebellious because I was like, but I don't like think that, but I don't feel like that, you
Yeah.
know? And I remember like the passages about being humble. It still pisses me off, by the way. Like being humble and being like this and that, and then you must maintain
ماذا
like whatever the
فعلتم؟
hell. And I
يأخذ
was like,
الله
so
منكم
you want me
تلك
to be a
المكافأة.
pushover who lets people walk all over
عودوا
me?
إلى
That's
طريق
literally what you're
الصواب.
telling me. Because there's a limit, you know,
Yeah.
from humble to just being a pushover. And it made me so annoyed. And then the word obedience as well. I didn't like how it was used against me. Like everything about it felt so weird and like restricting and kind of sexist. But it's whatever. And I was like, I was just like, I don't like.
The more
I never.
silence
I was just not. I don't think I was made to be religious or
I
really follow.
wow, I'm baffled by what just happened. Sorry, I'm baffled by my game.
What did it do?
This motherfucker just brought troops onto my base and then just declared a surprise war on me.
Sucks.
Humility isn't synonymous with passivity. That's what somebody in my chat just said.
Oh no, but that's how they phrased it. That's how they made it be.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what they wanted from me, basically. It doesn't matter if there's like a difference in what's it called, definition. If the person who's using that is talking about a completely different thing and just using the words to mask what they want,
Yeah.
It's just worthless, like you gotta keep reading around trying to like decipher their actual intentions, and it's tiring. And I was a kid,
Yeah.
In any case, we felt weird. Thankfully, I don't know, me and my sister, like I was 14, my sister was 12, both of us were fed up, and we told my mom we didn't want to go anymore. She threw a fit, a really big fit, and then we had never went to church again. So
yeah, well that's what pushes people away from it too, is their parents pushing them or forcing them to do it. That's what pushes most people away from religion, is they were either forced to do it or they had a bad experience with somebody that's a part of a religion. I've met some PlayStation. I was friends with somebody that was actually Muslim, and I didn't ask him if he was Muslim, but I was talking to him, and he said that he had to go and pray, and I was like, okay. He said, I'll be back soon. All right, we played pretty much all day. He had to leave and go pray at least 3 times throughout the day, because in their religion they pray multiple times a day, and the way they do it is they pull out it's like a rug, kind of like yoga mat type rug thing, and they put it on the ground and they face it in the direction of the Holy Land, and then they pray like that on that, and that's what they do. So I've met some very interesting people in my days, I could say for sure. I actually met a woman that was from Germany, and she understood English, but she couldn't speak it very well.
Let's see.
I played 7 Days to Die with her. She could speak it a little bit, but she could mostly understand it. She could understand everything you're saying, but she couldn't speak it very well. So communication was kind of hard, but it was still fun playing with her.
Nice.
Yeah, I've met a bunch of different interesting people.
I should probably click on your stream and get it to see what's going on there.
When we started talking about religion and wait, can you hear me now? Yeah, I switched to my phone Discord. So they won't be able to hear you. that was literally the Cold War. That was that was the Cold War in essence. It was literally the Soviet Union and the United States, and they were basically rushing to see who could build the most atomic bombs in the short amount of time. That's literally what they were doing. They were literally just building atomic bombs and then spying on each other. That's literally what it was. It was the arms race to see who had the most firepower. And for a while it was the U.S., but now Russia has a current inventory supply of over 5,000 nuclear warheads. Why a country needs 5,000 nuclear warheads, I will never know. Because literally 20 of them would take out the entire world. So I don't know why you need 5,000, but yeah. And guess who's in second place? The United States has about 2,500 of them. We're number 2. And then number 3 is not even close. Number 3 is like a couple hundred, maybe 200 or 300. Nobody else comes even close to the US or Russia. Oh, no. Those are just active warheads. It says that Russia has over 10,000 warheads, but only 5,000 of them are active. No. They literally have enough to take out the entire world if they wanted to. Actually, literally almost half the entire world has enough nukes to take out at least half of the world. So it definitely does not make me feel. Come up. Are you sure about that?
From the first stirrings of life beneath water.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. The world is a crazy place.
To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far.
I mean, it used to be a lot simpler back in the Civil War
from this early
era.
This river has floodplains.
Or back whenever your only objective in life was survival.
Civilization
to fucking make money. That way you can waste your time and make more and more money to pay taxes your entire life. That way you get to enjoy the last 5 years of your life when you're not even built to do anything. Work about 60 to 75% of your life away. You're in school for about 15% of that, and 10% of that you get to do whatever you want, and that 10% is usually when you're 60 plus. So you're a what? You said you're a what? What's that? Interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my cousin was labeled as that whenever he missed like 120 out of the 180 days of school. Yep, that was what was happening. Yep, that's what they were doing to him. They were coming to the door. They were trying to put her in jail because he wasn't going to school.
Our explorers have spotted another friendly tribal village. I suggest we send a scout to investigate. It would seem... It is best to use...
No No man ever wetted.
Our city continues to prosper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just as our
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm out. Yep, I'm selling my titties already. Yeah.
enacting new policies in our
It is not wisdom.
Yeah, that's profiling. Profiling like a motherfucker. She said, fuck other women.
this military unit.
When you find yourself in a...
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of crazy that she would say that. No, she definitely did say that. Mm-hmm. That's... Yeah. I would too. Yeah. People like to do that.
If there are no dogs in heaven,
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to develop a form as our
that's the positive
Yeah.
aspect.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this. I'm about to join back in the computer, so you're about to be able to be heard again. Just warning you. Yeah, now they can hear you again.
Hello, is anyone here?
I don't know. Hold on, I'll tell you. you. Yes.
Dude, as soon as I said hello, is anyone here? I saw the views go from 3 to 1.
Yeah, people do that. People are weird. It's like they're trying to hide from you. I have that shit happen all the time. I'll like see there's like 3 or 4 people in there, and I'll start talking or something, and then all of them will just start leaving, and I'm just like, okay, well, it's like they're trying to hide.
I see, I see.
Yeah, people are weird. They don't like you to talk about how they're there and not saying anything apparently.
Oh, they have intense social anxiety.
I guess so.
Paranoia.
I guess
think it borders on paranoia.
Yeah, I just saw it drop from
Yeah.
3 to 1, but on my screen it says 2. So you can't ever trust YouTube either, because I've had it say where I've only had I've had it say I've only had one person watching, and there's been 5 people talking in chat before. So you can't really trust YouTube with that.
Oh, that's so weird.
We have discovered a city.
Yeah, they're kind of weird about that.
Our city-state neighbor.
Are some of them like on a VPN or something?
It's just because if you're in the chat and you're not saying anything, it'll basically take away the view if they're not interacting in the chat.
Oh, that's weird.
They have to
I
actually
see. It
interact
says
in
Q
chat.
now.
Yeah,
on
and
your
then
thing.
and then you'll see it drop. It'll go to 1. See, you just said something about how it said 2, and now it's at 1 because you just said something about it.
Okay, I won't acknowledge it ever again.
Well, it's also what I'm
Thousands
playing.
have
I'm not
lived
playing
without
a
love.
game that's gonna get me a lot of views. If I was playing zombies right now, I'd have like 4 or 5 consistent viewers. But since I'm not playing zombies, that's not gonna happen.
Imagine if there were 4 or 5 people in your room.
Yeah, that'd be. The most people I've had watching me at one time was 315.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah, I got raided by 2 people at the same time, so they sent like 300 people to my stream.
Nice.
And I never dropped below 150 viewers the entire rest of the stream. My best live stream that I've ever did is actually my own one that I had no help in. I didn't get rated in it, and I had like 1.6k views on it.
Ooh, that's really nice numbers.
It was a Choo Choo Charles video. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a horror game where there's a big train that chases after you, basically.